Yo, Michael T. Porter here. Welcome to Rooted in Music TV, where everything that we talk about, everything that we discuss is rooted in music. I got another bomb episode for y'all, but before I begin, y'all hit that like button, the subscribe button, that share button, pass me around, Facebook, Instagram, and all other social media platforms. And y'all know how I feel about my chizzing. If you guys like to support the channel, Cash App, $ Michael US. Also, check out my Spotify podcast, 250 Gemstones Culture Podcast. Link is in the description. Y'all stay and watch the whole video. We need to talk. Jay-Z, Jigga Man, he's feeling like y'all ain't putting the respect on his old lady name. Queen Bee, Beyoncé, he said y'all not putting respect on my woman's name, not giving her the Album of the Year award. I got a video I want to play for y'all, and I'm going to be right back with you to give you my opinion. Let's go. Look at this mess here. If you guys want to check out this article, this is according to usatoday.com. Jay-Z's Grammy speech about Beyonce's reiterates an ongoing issue with the awards. Article written by Cache McClay. Got a little picture of her. She's so fine. Little black beauty. Ain't you just cute? Anyway, Jay-Z called out the Recording Academy snubs against his wife Beyoncé during the Grammys on Sunday in a speech that drew attention to the lack of recognition black artists have endured at the esteemed award show. Greg Carr, associate professor in the Department of Afro-American Studies at Howard University, says the music industry was built on exclusion. One, exclusion was no longer an option. The inclusion of black music has been curated, at least historically, very careful to absorb that music while minimizing black people. So in other words, what he's saying, they're taking our stuff and then running off with it, and we don't reap, and black people don't reap any of the rewards. That's what he's saying. So these corporations milking us, turning the black artists into slaves, no awards, no money, and then they're gonna take ownership of everything that we work for. During Jay-Z's acceptance speech for the Dr. Dre Global Impact Award on Sunday, he underscored his lack of acknowledgement. "We love y'all. We want y'all to get it right," he said. "I don't want to embarrass this young lady, but she has more Grammys than anyone and never won Album of the Year. So even by your own metrics, that doesn't work." Beyoncé is the most decorated artist in the Grammy history, securing that title in 2023 after 4 big wins, including the award for Best Dance Electronic Album for Renaissance. However, many fans felt she was slighted in the Album of the Year category for her highly acclaimed project. No black woman has earned that award in 25 years. "I don't read Jay-Z as speaking up for just Beyonce," says Adrian Lynch Smith, an associate professor of history and African American studies at Duke University, but again calling the Grammys out for a pattern or a repeated practice of underplaying what black artists have done in the same way that rarely is advocated for any one person about solely them and getting them what they should have. Beyonce has been nominated for Album of the Year 4 times for Renaissance, Lemonade, Beyonce, and I Am Sasha Fierce. Beatles aren't black, Elvis wasn't black, Bob Dylan wasn't black, but the influence of black people allowed for the incorporation of black musical style without black people. So what they like I'm saying, the corporations have stole our style, stole everything, stole our brilliance, stole our genius, stole our wordplay, stole our vision, milked it, took the influence and milked it, called it their own, and then put white folks on top of it, put the faces of white folks in front of all this good stuff that we had to offer. If you guys want to check out the rest of this article, usatoday.com. I'm going to meet you on the other side to give you my opinion. Let's go. Would y'all like my opinion? Would y'all like my commentary? Of course you do. That's why your ass is here. Jay-Z is shining some light on the music industry. Now, a lot of people say that Jigga Man, he's throwing up this, showing his allegiance to the Masonic Order, the Illuminati. So a lot of people are puzzled. Why are you talking about the Illuminati when you are the Illuminati? Hold on, put my glasses on. Why are you talking bumping your gums about the Illuminati and the Masonic Order if you one of them. Is this another ploy to distract black people to get them fired up about racism? Huh? I don't know. But what I do know is well, in America, is known for the elite, the white folks at the top, to hijack black culture, manipulate it, exploit it, water it down until it's absolutely rubbish. Look at hip hop. Take a good look at hip hop. Where's the conscious rap? Where's the real rap? I'm not even talking about rappers that talk about politics and race. I'm talking about real just rap. Gospel, that's what I'm talking about. What happened to the gospel? What happened to the music that moves the soul? One of my favorite rap songs of all time is Foundation by Exhibit. That song he wrote to his son. What about the fathers writing to their sons? Tupac, My Unborn Child. What about families? What about war? In black culture, not just black music, black culture, a black man is not allowed to go off into war, be as brutal as he can to get the job done, to complete the mission, and then come home and be a loving father. Come home and be a poet. Come home and be a philosopher. Every other ethnic group, white, Irish, the Italians, even the Latinos, the Indians, look at how they narrate their lifestyle. The men, the Apaches, the Mayans, all the pyramids, and they were so crafty. They use the sky to tell time. They marvel at these people, but the Indians were brutal. It's called scalping. The Indians used to take their rival. Once they catch their op, they string that nigga up, and then they cut their scalp like this. They take whatever the sharpest knife they got, and they cut a deep incision across the top of their head. And what they do next, they pull that off their skull. Did you just hear what I said? The Indians catch their rivals, their ops. Once they get him where they need to go, he's in a vulnerable position. They take a knife and they make a deep incision, damn near to the bone. They cut all around his head. And then they pull the scalp off their enemy's head. Their scalp, their hair and everything. They pull it off. Gross. Then they come home, they're able to look at the stars. They're able to align the stars with the sun, and they're able to tell time and grow their food and grow their corn and be family men. They can go home and do that. Black men, once we show the world that we're brutal, that's it. We're just angry apes, buffoons. We're buffoons with our families. We are buffoons in the music industry. We are buffoons in business. We're the only group that's not allowed to display brute force and come home and do something else. We're not allowed to do something else. We're just allowed to be freaking monkeys. Jay-Z is shining some light, but the only thing where people say is his assessment credible, he's part of the system. So is it another distraction like Kanye West? Is it another distraction like all the other puppets out there? Could be. Because here's the thing, a lot of people will say, well, if Beyoncé is part of the system, why is it that she is not, how come she haven't won album of the year? That's a damn good question. If Beyoncé is part of the system, how in the world? She's been part of the system for almost 30 years and she hasn't won album of the year? I mean, no. Jay-Z and Beyonce, they way up there in the system. Way up there. So that is a good question. If they are part of the system, how is it that she hasn't got this award? Are they really part of the system, or are they part of the system? They just not that high up. They just can't be pulling their weight, because at the end of the day, it's ran by white folks, ran by Jews, and they're gonna make sure that white faces win every time. I don't know. Y'all help me out. Y'all flood my comments. Is Jay-Z credible based off the conspiracy that he's part of the system? And is the music industry still racist? 250 capital G, Rooted in Music TV. I'm gone.